My beloved, listen very carefully. In life, it is not enough to say, I tried my best. It is not enough to say, I read the whole night. Success does not answer to emotions. Success answers to light, to principles, and to understanding. I have seen many students, passionate, disciplined in their own way, spending hours and hours buried in books. Some even sacrifice sleep. Yet, the results they produce do not match their labor. They put in effort, but the outcome mocks their energy. And many ask, why is it that I read and I still fail? Pay attention, because today I will show you what they don't do, and why reading alone does not guarantee success. Let me begin with a story. Many years ago, in a small town, there was a young man called Daniel. Daniel was the kind of student every parent would be proud of. He was always with his books. If you visited him at any time, you would see him studying. He rarely played with his friends. He was always buried in his notes. When examinations approached, he would spend sleepless nights reading page after page. People in his neighborhood admired him. They said, this boy is surely going to succeed. But when the results came out, Daniel had failed. Not once, not twice. Consistently, his efforts did not reflect in his grades. His friends were confused. His parents were heartbroken. Daniel himself sank into frustration. He asked the same question many students ask. What more should I do? I already study day and night. And one day, he met an old teacher, a wise man who had taught in that town for many years. The old man looked at him and said, young boy, the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Knowledge is not enough. You must understand the patterns that govern success in learning. Then he took Daniel under his mentorship and revealed to him what I am about to reveal to you. And after applying these principles, Daniel's life changed dramatically. He became the top student in his school, not because he suddenly became more intelligent, but because he finally learned the missing link. Now, listen carefully. Reading alone is like pouring water into a basket. Effort is being made, but retention is poor. Many students assume that the key to success is more hours. So they read 10 hours, 15 hours, some even 20. But knowledge is not measured in hours. It is measured in assimilation. If you read for 10 hours and you only retain 10%, you have wasted time. The secret is not the reading. The secret is comprehension, retention, application, and strategy. One reason students fail is because they do not engage the power of active recall. When you study passively, your brain only stores the information temporarily, like writing on water. But when you force yourself to test what you remember without looking at the book, you strengthen your memory. Many read, but few revise actively. Few simulate exam conditions by asking themselves questions. And so, when they enter the exam hall, their memory betrays them. Another reason is the absence of understanding. Reading without understanding is labor without profit. Many can recite, but few can explain in their own words. If your knowledge is only repeating what is in the book, you have not mastered it. To succeed, you must be able to break complex ideas into simple terms. If you cannot explain a concept to a younger person, you have not yet understood it. There is also the problem of strategy. Many students do not know how to study according to weight. Not every topic carries the same importance. There are key areas that hold higher marks, but because of ignorance, students spend their energy equally on everything. Excellence requires wisdom, and wisdom means knowing what to emphasize, and then discipline. Pay attention, because this is important. Some students deceive themselves. They say they are studying, but their phone is beside them. Every notification, every distraction interrupts them. You cannot serve two masters. Either you study or you don't. Multitasking is the enemy of focus. If you give 2 hours, give it completely. You will achieve more in 2 hours of concentrated focus than in 10 hours of divided attention. But let me tell you the greatest reason students read and still fail. It is the absence of reflection and review. True learning is not in the reading, it is in the thinking. Reading without reflection is like eating without digestion. You may fill your stomach, but your body will not be nourished. Students fill their minds with information, but they don't pause to process it, to connect ideas, to ask, why is this important? How does it link to that? What is the principle behind this formula? They are consumers of words, but not owners of knowledge. Until you meditate on what you read, it cannot become yours. My beloved, hear me. Every student must practice 3 things: comprehension, connection, and communication. Comprehension means you understand what you read. Connection means you relate it to what you already know. Communication means you can reproduce it in your own way. If you skip any of these, you will struggle in exams. Because exams do not reward the one who read the most. They reward the one who can reproduce knowledge under pressure. Let me take you back to Daniel. The old teacher told him, from today, do not just read. Every time you study a topic, close the book and try to explain it without looking. Write it down in your own words. If you fail, go back and read again, and repeat the process until you can explain it clearly. At first, Daniel struggled. It was difficult, but with time, his mind grew stronger. His memory became sharper. He could retain more, and not only retain, he could explain. The teacher also taught him to study in intervals. Instead of studying for 10 hours straight, Daniel studied in blocks of 90 minutes, then took a short break, then continued. This method allowed his brain to rest and process information. His productivity doubled. He was also taught to use past questions, not because exams will repeat word for word, but because they reveal patterns. The more he practiced, the more confident he became. His fear of exams disappeared. And the teacher told him one final thing: be humble enough to ask for help. Many students suffer in silence. They don't understand a topic, but pride stops them from asking, or they fear looking foolish before their friends. But no one grows in isolation. A question you refuse to ask today may cost you the whole subject tomorrow. When Daniel applied these lessons, his results changed. He no longer studied more hours, he studied smarter hours. He no longer filled his head with words, he filled his mind with understanding. His life became a testimony. Now let me talk to you directly. You are listening to me because you too desire success. And I tell you with authority, success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. If you follow the principles of failure, you will fail. If you follow the principles of success, you will succeed. The exam hall is not a place to hope. It is a place to manifest what you have already built in secret. What, then, must you do? First, value understanding above memory. Memorization fades, but understanding stays. Second, practice active recall. Test yourself again and again until the knowledge becomes second nature. Third, manage your time. Don't wait until exams are near. Consistency beats cramming. Fourth, eliminate distractions. When it is time to study, shut the door to everything else. Fifth, review strategically. Not every topic is equal. Know where to invest your energy. Sixth, rest your mind. Sleep is not laziness. The brain consolidates memory during sleep. If you deny yourself rest, you rob yourself of recall. And finally, believe in yourself. Fear cripples the mind. Enter every exam hall with confidence, knowing that you have prepared with wisdom. Remember this: students fail not because they don't read, but because they don't do the things that turn reading into mastery. They don't reflect, they don't test themselves, they don't ask questions, they don't connect knowledge, they don't manage time, and they don't focus. Do not repeat their mistake. If you can do this, like Daniel, you will rise. Your results will begin to match your efforts. People will look at you and say, this one is different. And truly, you will be different because you have embraced wisdom. So, as you go back to your books, remember, it is not the reading that guarantees success. It is the strategy, the reflection, the discipline, and the application. This is the missing link. This is what many students never do. Do it and you will not only pass your exams, you will excel in life, because the same principle applies beyond the classroom. Reading is one thing, understanding and applying is another. The world does not celebrate readers. The world celebrates doers, thinkers, and masters. Become one. My beloved, hear me as I bring this to a close. Many students think that exams are only about luck, or that if they simply try harder, something magical will happen. But life does not reward effort alone. It rewards effort aligned with wisdom. Reading alone is not the secret. The difference between those who fail and those who rise is found in the small habits, the small disciplines, the intentional steps they take that others ignore. So let me give you a challenge. From today, never read without reflecting. Never read without practicing recall. Never read without testing yourself. And never deceive yourself that simply staring at books is the same as understanding. Refuse the lie of cramming without mastery. Refuse the deception of last-minute panic reading. Build a system and your system will carry you. If you want to excel, create a study timetable and follow it with discipline. Give your mind consistent feeding, not occasional overloads. After you study, explain the topic to yourself as though you were teaching a classroom. Write summaries in your own words, draw diagrams, speak it out loud. Your brain remembers what it repeats, and when you are tired, rest, because rest is also part of productivity. In the exam hall, breathe. Don't allow fear to suffocate your preparation. Begin with the questions you know. Build momentum. Confidence grows when you start from strength. Then return to the difficult ones. Sometimes your brain needs time to unlock an answer, and if you panic, you block that process. Remember, exams are not designed to destroy you. They are designed to test what you have retained. Go with peace, and you will recall more than you imagine. But beyond exams, listen carefully. Life itself is an examination. Every day, you are tested by challenges, by opportunities, by responsibilities. And just as in school, it is not the one who only reads motivational quotes who succeeds. It is the one who applies them. Reading books about success is good. Listening to speeches is good. But if you do not apply, if you do not practice, if you do not change habits, you will live with frustration. The proof of wisdom is results, not wishes. Now, as I speak to you, I want you to reflect. How many times have you read for long hours, yet forgotten everything when the paper arrived? How many times have you promised yourself that next time you will study earlier, but you repeat the same cycle? This must end. Knowledge without application is wasted. Starting today, make a commitment to yourself. I will not just read, I will master, I will reflect, I will recall, I will strategize, and I will win. If you take this vow seriously, your results will testify. And finally, let me tell you this. You have listened to this message not by accident. There are thousands of things you could be doing right now, yet you are here. That means there is a hunger in you for more, a hunger to be excellent. Don't let that hunger die. Feed it by surrounding yourself with voices that challenge you, with content that inspires you, with principles that lift you higher. Success is not for a special group. Success is for those who decide, those who pay the price, those who consistently practice the right things. So here is my final charge. Do this and you will not fail. Number 1, study smart, not just long. Number 2, practice recall until the knowledge becomes part of you. Number 3, focus deeply, remove distractions. Number 4, manage your time with wisdom. Number 5, rest when necessary. Number 6, ask for help when you don't understand. Number 7, believe that you can succeed because your mind works best in an atmosphere of confidence. If you will commit to these 7 things, you will stand out, not only in exams, but in life. This is the truth. This is the secret. This is what many ignore, and that is why they read and still fail. But as for you, light has come. The only question is, will you apply it? And now, before I leave you, let me say this. If this message has helped you, do not keep it to yourself. There are thousands of students struggling silently, frustrated because they don't know why their results mock their effort. You can be the one to set them free. Share this video with them. Be the reason someone finds hope. Be the reason someone finally understands what they have been missing. And if you want more wisdom like this, if you want to keep hearing truths that will shift your life, then do this right now. Hit the subscribe button like this video and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next teaching. Every time you engage with this content, you are building your mind, and you are also helping this message reach more people who need it. Your one click can be someone else's salvation from failure. So do this, apply the principles, share the message, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment telling us what you learned, and keep coming back for more, because this is not the end. This is the beginning of a journey to mastery. This is the start of a new season where your effort will no longer be wasted. From today, your reading will produce results, your preparation will bear fruit, and your life will begin to reflect the greatness that has been inside you all along. So rise, take action, refuse to fail, and when your testimony comes, remember that it started the day you chose to not only read, but to do the one thing others don't. Apply the wisdom that guarantees success. Now go, and let your success speak louder than your struggles. And remember, study smart, live wise, share this, and subscribe.